am running. I am at a little airport called 1A6, which is where the Glacier Girl was kept. It was rebuilt and kept and flown out of. I don't know where she is right now. But let's head over to the scenery for K69, and let's see. Unattempted LOD 19 didn't work. I am using G2XPL. Already did it to create LOD 17, which seems to have succeeded. So, here we go. Oh, by the way, this is, whoa, baby. Settle down, Chaz. As you can see, I have my GTN 750 running. And as soon as we get up in the air, well, we should have done that a long time ago. And let's go ahead and put ourselves on vertical speed, 900 feet, and nav. What you're looking at is the V3 version of HD Mesh, which apparently in X-Plane lingo not only creates mesh but uses the street map, open street map, to add scenery textures. It's rather sweet. Cost me about 36 gigs for, let's see, about 2,500. We'll level out at about 3,500. So I am using camera, X camera, which is kind of cool. Not kind of cool, it's way cool. And I'll let you see a few of the shots that I've created. Let's go outside. Yeah, we're heading to the farm, which is that I created a place. Let's unpin this. I created at the farm look at the blurries down there. But look at that scenery. And we do have some flashing scenery over on the left. You'll see it in a second. Let's go to our next exterior shot. And next. Bring this guy down. Bottom right. And as you can see, that didn't work out real well. That shot. That's a pretty swell shot. This is where I live, and this is exactly what it looks like. Shame, I should do it if I could save the situation, save the flight. Let's try another shot. We're about 11 miles away. So, I don't know what LOD 17 looks like. I did change the INI file and place it at the top. So, it's at the top of the airports that these are supposed to be fly arounds, but and that's supposed to be that the left wing. I used X camera to create it. So I don't know what's going on here, but I got, his name is Mark, and we're going to get together with Skype, and he can share my screens, because he hasn't done any work with, even though this latest effort for X camera. By the way, here's what it looks like. Rather swell, and yes, it is registered. I wonder what happened. Never mind. I don't know why it's looking like that, but I could look up and save that. Now, how many shots? 1 of 12. There's one of in the cabin orbit. Now what we should is allow auto advance. Oh no. Well, we have some problems with X camera. Okay, we're gonna try to reload this puppy. And we're still shooting, so let's go ahead and do that. So let's go to games, and by the way, just so you know, I'm documenting all of this. I've got 2 versions of the next plan. I'm calling this the test bed. It's on my SSD, and you can see that it is supposed to run as administrator. Okay, so here we go. Now, I did save my place at Corn's Farm, and I created that from actual, let's see what happens, situation. And this is after we, as you can see, K69. Now, keep in mind, the runway is not there. It is in P3D and FSX, but by the way, the reason I'm talking this low is because my wife's sleeping a door away, so we don't want to wake her up. I'm going to move my mouthpiece so I can keep it from being quite so breathy. And hopefully that'll help. Alright, we're probably going to crash with this. It crashed before. And we're just going to try it again, because there's no consistency to what the hell's going on. Now this should be at K69 on the ground. And I fully expect it to crash. But I did save the situation, and it's been so, they say you're insane if you do the same thing more than once, or let's say more than 3 times, and expect a different result. Well, that's precisely what I'm doing. Because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It's called an inconsistent problem. And the worst thing, if anybody's involved in tech support, that could happen, because you can't pin it down. So, theoretically, it's reading the new LOD files. I did alter the, oh my god. I think we should be over K69. There it is. And we're that way. I'll be damned. Are we in a flight, or I thought I loaded a situation. Alright. Well, we're up in the air. We're going to come to our right and see if should it be behind us, and we should see a difference in the scenery. Whoa, my controls are not working. Well, they are kinda. I'm having to adjust my trim for this speed. We should see some scenery over off our left wingtip right about now at 3,000 feet. And we should see a distinct difference. Yeah, I don't see anything. Is my trim wheel working? Yep. We're just about over it, and there's nothing down there. I know what that scenery's supposed to look like because I've already done it. And in another way, you've seen my scenery. And off the left wingtip, we should see something. And we don't. So the scenery did not apparently did not load in LOD 17. There's no photo scenery down there. We just passed over it again. You know what? Here's what we didn't try. What we didn't try is going to texture quality maximum, visual effects maximum. Forget that, the rest of the stuff, because I know that in P3D that certain of my scenery doesn't show up until I do increase the complexity of the screen, of the scenery. Alright. So, it should be, you gotta admit that scenery looks pretty cool though. Alright, we should be coming right up on it right now. There ain't no photo scenery down there. Alright, let's try something. It's force. Launcher to reload scenery from the hard drive. So by the GPS here, and yeah, I created a waypoint, which is, you know, a trivial matter with the GTN 750. Should be off our, what, 10 o'clock, right there. Well, actually, the way we're looking at it, it would be out here. I don't know why we're looking at it from this angle. Theoretically, it's loaded. And Oh wait. Well, I'll be damned. That's right. So it should be off of our left wing tip. I do not see any photo scenery off of there. No, let's adjust this puppy a little bit. Well, there is no photo scenery down there, so let me show you what I've done. We're going to go straight ahead. We're right over it. There's no photo scenery down there. So, let's go take a look at what was done. And at least you can tell me what I did wrong. So, let's go to Alt-Tab here. That allows me to get back into my menu. And let's take a look-see at, well, if X-Plane went away, no biggie. So, test bed, and we're going to go to custom scenery. Here is the scenery packs that I did. See that I put LOD 17 custom scenery file up there, and I put all my G2XPL and the HD P3 scenery right there. That's what you're looking at right now. So theoretically, that should sit underneath, and these extras. That custom scenery 2110 shouldn't be there. Anyway, so that's what that looks like. Let's go ahead. We're looking for 2110, right? Because we're going to delete that otherwise. We do not need that. So 2110 is already there. What's in there? 1.5 gigs is in there. Okay, let's come back out of there. And let's see how many are in here. 1.48 gigs. Well, fine. Guess what? You're going away. Delete. Yes. We're going to change that, and there's not going to be any. Let's let you see what I'm doing. There's not going to be any scenery pack there. So, there's the LOD 17 that I did for K69. I'm going to do a file save. And we're going to come back out of there, and let's see what we got in here. Now, there's definitely textures there. Definitely textures. As a matter of fact, in terms of textures, we've got 696 files. So, it definitely caught it. Now, let me see if I can, from a thumbnail viewpoint, if I can find where the house is. What is that? That looks like it might be. What the hell? We don't have an interchange there. There is no fucking interchange. This is a heavily populated area. Something's wrong. was real wrong. There's no rivers in here. It caught the wrong freaking area. So what happened? I used now that these files here, they look like the kind of area that I live in. That could be the Kentucky River. But this, for instance, I don't know what the hell that is. And we look at LOD textures. What's that look like? Hell, that looks like maybe Barberville. Boy, LOD 19, it sucks. But this just doesn't look like anything that I recognize. This looks like what what does that look like? This looks like the hilly area that I live in. But what did I do? Need to come back to the tab here. I wish there was a way these are 512 by 512, as you can see. I just don't see where I live. And I did it over in the air, over what? That's a lake. I wish there was a way that we could tell the source of the DDS file. This just says and 35104 8048. Wait a second. Where are we? We are at, let's come back and go nearest and use our waypoint in K69 35104. That's 3651. north. I think it wants to see the north in the front. West. What did we say? It was 35,104. And what was it? Let's see, we get this 35. Now let's get this because it's good contrast right there. Okay, 35, 232, 79, 664. Is that right? Which one we were looking at? Well, let's see what happens. Two, three, two, 79, 264. Well, 35,216 is what we got there. 35,232. Does it not say 35,232? Oh, okay, 35. 2, 3, 2. That shouldn't make that much difference. Oh, 2032. No, we gotta go by here. Alright, let's do it again. Let's pick one. This object here. Alright, so it's set GPL 17. That means LOD, I'm sure, 35040. Okay. 040. And 79696. Search. Okay. 35040. 35040. 79696. That's assuming that those are the coordinates. Now, is there anything in there that resembles that? And let's take a look at that. Okay, they're going to zoom out. Out. I just don't see anything like that. Do you? Again, G2XPL 17 at the LOD. I'm assuming I'm trying to decipher this. 35040. 35040. 79. So we now let's take a look at where we actually should be, what we should be seeing. So I don't think I need to put in zip, but I'm going to do it anyway. 40930. Bam. This is where we are. There's the Wit School. That's the church. What? Oh, that's the church. That's the house. This is me. This is where I put the runway. K69. And there ain't nothing in there that looks like this image. Where did I pull that image up? Here. We'll do it again. That doesn't look anything like anything I see here. I accidentally hit shift. We wanted to keep top-down references. So here's me in the farmhouse. This is the two-story log cabin, which I drew, and I think you can see in 3D because I submitted it. Let's see, 3D images, 3D buildings. Well, I guess my 3D building doesn't look, isn't included here. Well, alright, so anyway, this scenery is not here. You've seen my scenery over on the Heath Energy channel, and it's photoreal in here, and also photoreal in Barberville, where I drew the Walmart right here. I should submit that too. But anyway, I did this in 3D and walked it off, and you've seen my scenery. And this is the McDonald's. And this is what it looks like from the side. That's the kind of topography we're talking about here. So, what I'm saying is that G2XPL did not give me, it gave me scenery, but it did not. I should have recorded the process. You want to do it again? What the hell? Why not? So, we're going to put ourselves, let's get rid of that, and rid of that. We're going to do an LOD 18, and see what happens. And this is going to be documented. Scenery has been reloaded from the hard drive. Oh yeah? Well, I don't see anything. Let's back. It's behind us. Okay. Turn 180. In other words, to the south. See, this is what the V3 scenery us. K69 this is our mountain, and that's where the photo scenery should be. We're walking away from it. Okay. There ain't no photo scenery down there. Alright, we're heading right for it, less than 3,000 feet away. There is no photo scenery down there. But we're going to stop at BAM. Do you agree that we're at K69? Do you also agree that the nearest user waypoint is the K69 and there's its coordinates? Agreed? Okay. So, this time we're going to do LOD 18. And we're going to go to General Settings. We're going to do LOD, not 18, but LOD 18. High-res texture radius, 7,000 meters. You can read that and play it back. And okay, periodic check radius, 14,000. Alright, we're going to keep it at 7,000 meters. That's about 3 miles, right? Blank pixel threshold, 0. Use CUDA, yep. Pause explain after scene is created. Yeah, fine. Remove beach info, yeah. A number of simultaneous downloads. I don't know how many were allowed. Let's go to 22, see what the hell happens. Okay. Now, let's go back over there. General settings. We're going to use the location of the aircraft. Okay? Let's just go ahead and cancel that. And here we go. Where is it? Here we go. And here are the internet settings. Alright. This is going to be LOD 18. See the coverage. Use the current plane position. Now, 36.8658. 0.86 of 60 is 48, right? That's pretty close to 51, isn't it? And 83.74. Let's call it 0.7. 7 times 6 is 42. 83.44. Close enough. Right or wrong? I'm going to say, instead of we use the current plane position, we're using Google, and we're going to instead manually enter the coordinates. We know that K69 is right there. We also know that to the south is north is up. To the south, if we zoom out, 15 miles is 1A6, or middle fact, we're going to go back and go to nearest airport. There's 1A6, 15.3 miles away. You with me? Okay. But do you agree that Corn's Farm is set up close enough to give us the kind of coordinates we want? Before we use the current plane position, this time we're going to go to manual instead. We're going to apply and launch G2XPL. Now, let's see what happens. Bam. I should have enough resolution to make all this readable. And yes, we're going to wait the entire time, which could be as much as 30 minutes. Well, that's what we're going to do, because I want to see what the freak is happening. Alright, so the last line we see is 20 worker threads and 8 consumer threads. And I guess that's sessions. I forgot what we asked for. I thought it was like 22 simultaneous downloads. In any case, this should be recording. And hopefully, I'm going to go to YouTube and see if I am recording. See if I'm recording my voice. My channel, you can't see what I'm seeing, but it says that I'm recording. And I'm going to take my headset off right now, because it's doing that. Well, you need it for me to hear me, if in fact my voice is. Yeah, it's coming through. Okay. So let's do away with the bandwidth. Really, I should have plenty to spare. Alright, well, it says 5 minutes, 27 seconds. And let's take a look at what's going on here. So we're going to come over here, go to there. What? Apply data and launch G2. Well, okay, fine. We'll go there so that we can. Come on. I can't launch. Most of the time I can launch. We can get rid of Google Earth. I've made my point. And get some memory in here. 4 minutes, 42 seconds. It's going to create 1,000, slightly more than a gig. 262, 2622 TDS textures to create. Calculating how many JPEG textures to download and TDS textures to create. Creating 2622. There ain't no 2622 TDS textures. 3 minutes. Why did I want to get out of here? Oh, because you could actually see them being created. Watch. just go here, and File Manager, and this PC. Let's come up here. What do we got? 2 minutes left. Let's go to K. K. And X11 Toastpad, X11. There should be going into custom scenery. I'll do 18 and textures. Bam. Now, you can see them being added. We'll come down to the bottom here. That's happened rather quickly. But they ain't 1600. What is it? What did it say? 2600. 1 minute 58 seconds. Now obviously something's happening, and obviously we did slightly different. What do we do? Instead of loading LOD 19 or 17, which is the previous one, we're going to do LOD 18. I don't like that look of that. Wow. Whoa. Okay. So, we're gonna, let's close this out. We created a shit ton of files. I wonder how many files we actually did create. Properties. Files. That's still not 2600 files. What's in the terrain? How many are in terrain? Total 2,520 files. Wow. Okay, so we're going to move. Let's get the name of this. We're going to get rid of this guy. LOD. In that sense, everybody knows, but just for those of you that might not, LOD. Let's cut that and put that up here. The reason I wanted to copy that is because we need to copy, go to Scenery Packs INI, and take this K69 here and put it up instead of the LOD 17. We're going to put this there, and we're going to do File Save. Now hopefully okay, so the Scenery Packs INI has been changed. I do have enhancements, ramps, taxi lines, and other stuff ahead. And I've just put this simply on top of the rest of the Airsoft airports. That's, as I recall, what we're supposed to do. So, did anything happen? Well, it says, if the new ortho photo scenery does not appear, you're going to have to restart it and load it correctly. Scenery was successfully updated. Well, even G2XPL said, let's go ahead and just for grins, why not? Before we get out of there, force reload of scenery from the just occurred to me. What if these trees are covering up the scenery? What if? And the scenery that we want actually is down there. That would be interesting. Alright. I think there was a message that said the scenery has been reloaded from the hard drive. But you know what? That was using the INI file, which may not actually have been changed. So, alright, scenery has been reloaded from hard drive. Yeah. Where is it? I don't see it, no. And I'm not used to the controls here. I'm going to hit C. And view external free camera. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I think put this forward. Oh, that goes up. And that goes left and right. Okay, that goes up. I'm using SW, the fingertip controls that you normally use for gaming. The WE, S, and D keys, or maybe it's QW, AS. I'm not seeing anything. Let's look outside. We should be right over it. And I don't see diddly squat. According to the GPS, we are there. Let's zoom in. Let's back out, back out, back out. And 3,000 feet from here to there. I can zoom in further. Are we over K69 within 1,500 feet? If 1,500 feet from there to there, then no, off our left wingtip, there should be something, and I do not see. I see a little car down there. Two of them. Alright. So do you agree with me that there ain't no photo scenery? Right? Okay. So we're going to file, save flight, not as a replay but a situation, and this is going to be let's see, 72 K69 G2XPL 18. Right? Saving it as a situation. Save. We're going to get out and come back in again. which is almost dry. We are loading the wrong situation, and that's that. And my knowledge of, I haven't played around with views, the keyboard equivalent. It's okay, so it's finished with loading. It's going to give us the wrong the right freaking scene that I wrongly clicked on. How's that? Finish with asynchronous loading. I guess that means that it's one-sided. Done with preloading. And where are we? We're in World Bridge somewhere. I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to go to File, Load Flight, Situation, LOD 18, Agree. Okay. And load that flight. Why it took off from where it did, I have no earthly idea. That is to say, it looks like it was like 90% loaded, didn't it? The hard drive is going crazy, and all of this is on the HDD. I'm sorry, SSD. SSD? It's kind of getting late. Yes, SSD. Solid state drive. And a little sip of decaf, because when this is over, I'm going to bed. Oh man. The Scenery package has a problem. Requires an additional Scenery package that is not installed or is missing some of its files. You heard it. You heard it say that. All right. Let's see if we get that twice. All right. Are we where we think we are? Yep. There's K69. That Scenery file should be right there. Whoa. Let's pause. And just for grins, see if we can load it. You saw that G2XPL said we'd successfully created the files, right? Okay, here we go. I guess it's not going to do anything. Oh, it's paused. Duh. I guess I better get this coffee cup out of my hand. you agree that there ain't no photo scenery down there. There it is. Okay, well, so much for that. So we're going to quit, and we're going to double check our LOD 18. So let's come back here. We've got, no we don't. So let's go ahead and use our File Explorer and go to Drive K and when testbed, X-Plane 11, and there's our XA custom scenery. Here's the INI. There it is, load 18. And that's above the HD Global Scenery P3. So, tell me if it's right or wrong, dudes. I need help here. And we saw the, you want to take a look at the LOD files? Let's see if there's any reference, any correspondence to where we really are. What's that? That could be part of it. What's that? That could be part of it. But what's that? That looks like Barberville. It is Barberville. That's Union College. Wow. I'm pretty sure it's Union College. Okay. But why is Barberville? We only asked for that doesn't necessarily look familiar. But what's that? And what is that? That's distinctive. The point is, I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing. This all looks like Barberville. That could be 25E. As a matter of fact, it could be. Alright, instead of screwing around, let's go ahead and launch X-Plane. And if it comes back with, sorry, there's something missing or something wrong with the files, then screw it, that's it. You saw what I saw, and if you can offer any suggestions, then that would be great. Resume last flight. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we won't resume last flight. We will load as we did before. I know I sound squeaky, but I'm trying to, talk quietly. Load, save, flight. It's a shame that we don't see the, well, anyway. Situations. Why not use this? That's the situation that we saved. Okay. Load that flight, and we'll probably crash again, or not. And I like the nail. Let's look at the circle that says we're expecting it to crash, folks. And we're reading scenery files. And last time it told us that there was a problem. Something was missing. And yes, I'm fully expecting this to crash. If it does, whether it does or not, I'm signing off because I'm getting flaky and tired, and at least I've documented what I've done. There it is. Custom scenery, ZZ K69. It requires additional scenery package that is not installed or is missing some of its files. Understood. I don't know what those files would be. Well, what you're looking at is the coolness of the HD V3. All of Northern America, which I will show you in a second. Let's go ahead. We've been here before, right? We're going to quit. And what was I going to show you? No, well, I can't remember. So I'm going to say adios, folks, and see if we can get back here and come back here and broadcasting, and I'm going to say thanks for joining me, and if you got any ideas, let me know. Bye. Have a good day. Jeff signing off.